Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. We are going to do another solo Nightfall. We've got the regular Vex Archon Priest run on Winter's Run, and modifiers we've got good old specialist, bring that sniper rifle with you, should be a good one. Chaff, play our radar disabled, bleh. Ironclad, more enemies have shield, bleh. Exposure, Guardian shields are increased but do not replenish, bleh. So 3, not so good. Specialist is at least working in our favor, kind of. Primary and heavy don't hit quite as hard, but your sniper rifle does hit like a truck. Now, Icebreaker is not a bad idea if you don't have anything else. Don't run out of ammo. You can keep it going if you just need to finish it. But I've got my Irene, still medium to high impact, has triple tap, has mulligan. Just pretty solid across the board. Now, I'm going to try this one as I have Radiance anyway, without Red Death. I did my Hunter with Red Death, and of course, if you've got Red Death to combat exposure, you may as well. Because you can pick up this something wicked rocket launcher that has Field Scout and tracking on it at the Crucible Quartermaster, like right now. So you may as well do that if you need a rocket launcher that's legendary, and then you can use Red Death if you've got it to help keep your health up. But just for the sake of not using an exotic, I'm going to use this one I got at the Vanguard Quartermaster a couple weeks ago. Basically, it's like a Fatebringer in Scout Rifle form. But yeah, other than that, just good old Sunsinger, fusion grenades or solar grenades, whatever works for you. And fire for Radiance just to stay alive, and we're going to hit the ground running, guys. So I'll see you on the inside, so here we go. Alright guys, so as soon as you land, jump on that Sparrow, and let's get rolling.
We'd better head for the caves.
Always a cool Sparrow. While in boost, it's blue. When you let go, it's orange. Sorry, multitasking. I can't drive. I'm drunk. I'm drunk. Not really. When you come up here, don't worry about these guys, but if you want to try and do a drive-by and kill one of them just by smacking them with your Sparrow, you can do that. But as you come up here, you're likely to take a couple shots, and that's totally fine. You're probably not going to die. But if you do take any, like, you know, damage there, make sure you get your health fully recovered before you hit that respawn zone, so exposure doesn't start you at a deficit. But let's just go ahead and come around here and start the fun. Right here, you're going to have a couple guys duking it out with, you're going to have some goblins, you're going to have some dregs here. Nothing too crazy. Apparently this one's just a little more on the aggressive side. Come up around the corner and we'll get to the next part. Now you're going to want to pull your sniper rifle out here. You're going to have a couple up on the high. Normally this guy's not just up here chilling, but up on the top you're going to have a couple of vandals up there. Always try and duck down, try and take those out first. And then if you can throw a grenade right down here. Take out these fun little people. And then when the Hydra gets all pissed off at you, make sure you can shoot him. And then snipes do wonders. A couple snipes, maybe a few other shots here. It's always good if you can snipe him a couple times, use your Red Death if you've got it, get that health back as well. So once all these guys are down, see if any ammo dropped. You're going to have a few goblins over here. Just pick them off as they kind of warp their way around this corner. They're not so bad. I do like this Angel's Advocates though. Hits pretty hard. Good ammo usage. The explosive rounds are a nice bonus damage. So far so good. Yeah, this one was definitely a good pickup. This Angel's Advocate a couple weeks ago. I'll look over the vendors here after I get done with some of these. Those are down. Apparently this goblin's just a little pissed off at the world. Try and avoid those if you can. Sometimes there's an ammo box up there. If there is, grab it. Otherwise, just keep running. And again, you can shoot those things to stop them from exploding, but, you know, if you don't, no big deal. Now that I've got Radiance up, I'm just going to keep that there in case I need to go ham. And survive something, of course. But around the corner we go to what is likely to be our waves of fallen enemies. So Vex and Fallen would technically be what I would call this strike. But mostly Vex. I say mostly Vex, but actually it's really not. It is pretty split. So once you come down the ramp, you're going to have a few goblins doing their thing. A few are going to be facing you. A couple won't. If you can tag them in the crit spot first, you can usually stagger them so they don't bend over quite as quickly. And then once they're down, then you want to try and find these 3 snipers, these vandals over here. So of course, once their shields are down, try and pop them down. Save your special ammo because they really don't require it. They're not that bad. Now, one thing I would use your special ammo on is the captains down below. So you look for the captains, just find their shields running around like crazy. If you get them to stop for a second, pop their head off with a nice little shot. Now, if the hobgoblin and the captain are duking it out, it's a great time to finish both of them off. So once those are all down, you just have the little enemies left. What's up, Titan? Titan Munch. Glad you guys enjoy that weekly reset. I had an issue this morning when I was recording that one too. I was like recorded it and it's like the audio duplicated halfway through. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah, no program's perfect, but who knows what I did to probably cause it too. Might have a drag somewhere. There he is. That's probably the last one.
We'll need to get through. I'll check it out.
Alright, so once you hear that audio cue, the enemies are going to be down. So at this point you do want to come over here. Deploy your ghost. As soon as that ghost leaves your hand, run for cover because there's going to be a ship coming in. What's up, Cryptic? You are back. You can hear the ship coming in. Now, sometimes you're going to have some captains down below. Sometimes you're going to have some stealth enemies come out back here. Now, I don't have the stealth enemies coming out back here, which is fine. So what's going to happen is they're going to be pretty much on the second wave. So this one, I've got the crazy captains, so you guys will get to see both sides of this, which is good. Between this and my hunter, I should get both variations of the enemies, which is kind of what I wanted for you guys. So from here, again, you're going to have a lot of enemies down there. What you're going to want to do is try and find a captain that you can start sniping and start staggering so you can finish him off one at a time. If you can finish the captains off before you get to anything else, it's really not so bad. These guys take more shots than they should ever need, but they should go down eventually. If you can snipe the captains down below before they come charging up at you, they're going to be a little easier to target just because they won't go running quite as far and far back in hiding. So if you're down here and you can pick one's shield off and you start staggering him, it's just a good way to finish him off without having to worry about them running at you like crazy. Because they get up close up top, they get really aggressive and hard to hit. Now we can finish him off before he goes in hiding. Come on, don't you get that shield back up. There. Alright, so now that they're down, this isn't so bad. Again, just picking off the shanks. Not the fastest process in the world, but whatever you can use to do it, go for it. Again, if you got rockets and you got a heavy box sitting down there, go for it. Trust me, it's not a terrible idea. Speeds the process along a little bit. And you'll know when the enemies are down, you'll have more ships come in. Now, if you don't have these stealth guys on the first wave, you're going to have them on this wave. You're also going to have these wonderful repeater shanks that are really all sorts of fantastic when they're up close and personal with you. But these stealth snipers are going to come from my left over there. They're up on my level over here. So make sure you got everything reloaded. They just popped out over there. Now make sure I'm on Acleophage in case I want a golden gun. Actually, I'm thinking I'm on my hunter. So again, they're going to be over here. So if you can pick one off in the head, might be able to pick them off. Nice. See if I can get some tracking on this guy. Again, they are on the annoying side. Tell you that straight away. And watch out for those servitors down below. They get to be fun. But you want to take these snipers out first. So if you can really drop them before they really get too much into hiding, you're going to be in better shape. And honestly, I would blow your rockets on these guys. It's worth it. Now, if you got sniper ammo, that's going to be your most effective way. So be careful about those snipe shots. And once you start tagging some of these guys to get their health low, then they might go running off. Just be careful. You're going to be dealing with both types of enemies here. Got the Vandal. Now we just got Shanks. You don't want to get too close to these Shanks. They hurt, like, a lot. So just be careful about those so you can pick them off from a distance. You're definitely going to be much happier about the whole process. I can tell you it's not fun. So I got some leg armor. So they just start firing really quick, and of course these are majors, so they hurt. And while you're on exposure mode, that's not a fun thing to go throw your shield away. So down below, looks like we've got the servitors left. So At this point, just do what you can to try and keep working them down. I've got this guy ignited, so if I could just keep hurting him, it'd be great. Now again, if they come up here, these guys do tend to get a little on the aggressive side. Just be careful how close they do tend to get. And of course, ammo is kind of a scarce resource here. But I can get a grenade on them, I'll take it. I'll take that ignite damage where I can buy it, basically. Show your crit spot, you jerk face. And again, this is the slower part, because normally you've got some type of ammo, but there's 1,400 points in each one of them for you, so it's worth it. I mean, if you can sit up here on this rock and they can't shoot you, I mean, take it. Normally I'm not getting this lucky, but I'm not going to argue. Again, it's just your positioning. Apparently they're trying to shoot up, can't quite get the angle, and we're done. So any ammo drops, they were generous, I'll take it. That should be it. So then come through here, not too bad on time. So once that door opens, run on through. Now, you're going to have pikes sitting up here. Normally, I would tell you guys just get on your Sparrow and drive through. It seems there are vandals on pikes waiting for you, and their pikes can take a lot more of a beating. So, they may be slower, but you should be able to take the hits and get through. A normal Sparrow, you're just going to take the beating, fall off your Sparrow, and then get shot to death. So, not the best idea. There are some below, so try and take the upper deck here. I wouldn't try and take all the shots in the world like that. But if you can get through there without getting worked too bad. Apparently I'm going to hit every rock that I possibly can. And there's the World of Radiance. Not where I wanted to use it, but it's going to happen. Oops. That's what I'm saying. Even me on that pike, unfortunately I couldn't drive right there, which is part of it. But yeah, even on the pike, that was a lot of shots that you take. So it's not the fastest thing, but if you're on your normal spare and you take like 3 or 4 shots, you're going down. And they're going to tag you probably with 1 or 2 of them, unless you're just a beast driver. Which, hey, more power to you, you could be. But of course, the servitors do tend to want to run. These guys aren't as bad, as they're not majors. You're going to have some enemies over here, so watch out for those. If you want to throw a grenade up there, you might get it attached. And again, just keep strafing as you're shooting these guys. They're really not too bad as long as you're moving. Look for that servitor, grab some ammo so at least you're stocked up for the final fight, which you're not too far from anyway, so may as well enjoy the ammo drops we've got. See if we got any heavy up here. Nada, but I can definitely take the servitor out though. I got sniper ammo 4 days. Quit moving. Hey. Still plenty of shots to throw at him. Stagger, and done. So it's nice to get you a few extra points. Still reasonable on time. Maybe I got some heavy, but no, but my super's almost up anyway. So if you kill enough guys, get your super back. Not that big of a deal. But yeah, I've definitely died a couple times on that Sparrow section. So if it happens to you, you know, it's just kind of one of those that it's just luck of the draw. So once you come down here, then you're going to have some fun stuff coming. Nice little collection of enemies here. You can take out those pretty quick. Minotaur is always fun once he's all sorts of awake and pissed off. And then the Harpy, of course, as well. So once all of those fun people are down, you'll have a few enemies out in the middle, too. So this captain's going to be the most annoying of all of them. If you can take a shield off and stagger him, that's going to save you a little bit of annoyance. If you can kill him before he hides. Otherwise, you got to deal with going to chase him every time. Now, if you can throw a grenade and stick it on one of those, that might help you, give you a little bonus. You have quite a few dregs coming up your way as well, which always slows the process down a little bit. So many dregs and so many shanks. Really just cannon fodder. See what else is down here. At this point, you pretty much just need to drop his shield and kind of rock his head with a sniper shot. You know, his shanks being annoying. There. Wow. Captain not dead. There we go. Look for the last couple straggler dregs that you'll have around, or shanks for that matter. That should be pretty much it. So now's kind of a good time to look and see if any ammo dropped. So what you're going to want to do, on the first phase, he's going to want to really charge that left side over by the kind of safe spot. So what you want to do is basically be on the opposite side of where he wants to be, and you should be able to do damage to him, and mostly just have to worry about the ads. So when he comes out, there are going to be some enemies that come behind you. So you're not going to get a whole lot of time. So once he hops down, you can get a few shots into him though, speed the process up a little bit for time. Just try and maybe duck down behind this wall here. Wait for him to land. And we're going to start putting some shots into him. Now if he's down there, you're going to have some shanks that literally come out right behind me. So I'll get a few more shots into him here and start working on those shanks. Because again, it is exposure, so these guys suck. Or if you whiff, they also suck. If you hit them all together, they're not so bad. Popping some shields there. Kind of barely alive on that front. See if I got any other ammo. Otherwise, it's sniper time. So he will be down below. If you're on the other side, he will charge you like all the way around almost to the corner unless you go way up top. If you're not there, then at least you'll have some safety to work with. So you'll find a few more shanks, so you know it's not a bad idea to pop those guys. Got some heavy out there, which works. So hopefully you can pop a few of those guys down with the heavy. And then of course with your sniper, you can get your work done. Now once you get a decent amount of damage done, he is going to be all sorts of pissed off at you. One thing to keep in mind is when that happens is also when enemies are going to spawn. So when you get enough damage to him, basically it's usually at about a quarter, he's going to come charging up at you. When that happens, it's a good time to run because as I said, enemies are going to come behind you, he's going to come up to you, and you're going to need to flip sides. So it gets a bit dicey, but the safest way is usually around the back here. And he's going to be on the other side of the world, and you'll have some enemies to face. Now you're going to have some stealth vandals and stuff like that, so they'll be around in the waves, but just look for what spawned and see what you got to take out. So looks like I've got a servitor on this run. I think the stealth vandals come later. And again, the regular shanks just piss me off more than most things. Big old vandal here in the middle. He's fun. If I could crit him, it'd be awesome. There. Quit hiding. And finish him off. Now again, you'll have a few shanks coming from the side. A few will be spawned over here. Always a good way to take this collection out is a nice grenade. Take a couple of them down. Just be careful about that dang servitor in the middle. Once you drop him down, it gets a little bit easier, but you still have these shanks over here, so just be careful. Keep working them down. They're little, but with exposure, every little thing hurts a lot. More than it should. You can have a few in there. One way to take them out, of course, if you have any rockets, throw a few rockets up in there. It's a nice way. Usually they'll be collected together. Get a nice little grouping of damage. See what you can find. And then again, once you've got a shot on the boss, time to pull out the sniper, stagger him. And he hurts a little bit if he really starts to unload on you, so just be careful about that. Make sure you get some recovery going before you start taking those shots. Now once he starts running, you want to come down here. Make sure you come back up. Now Flame Shield hopefully will help me survive this stupid run here. And now the crazy vandals, but Time to have some fun. That's what Radiance is for, right? Did you quit moving around? Gonna have some stealth guys coming in here too. Good time to throw those if you can. Also, you're gonna have a bit of a sniper situation over to your side over here. Watch for him. He will be around. Look for that vandal. And once you're done with this section, you can see about popping a synth. Either heavy or sniper, but I would recommend sniper. 3 coins if you haven't yet. Still don't have my new Vex. Ah! Hi, guys. Alright, so at this point he's going to be a little more on the aggressive side. He'll be a little closer up the ramp, probably. If not, he will just definitely be out in the middle somewhere. You just got to peek out until you can find him. He's out there in the middle. So you can just start unloading this sniper on him. Yeah, if you guys want me to do a stream about the Destiny 2 stuff, I absolutely will. Just kind of depends on if I have to go to work that night or kind of what my work situation timing is. But really that's the only factor is work. And we're going to try and switch somebody so I have the evening off just to really analyze, look over all the details, and yeah, I'd do a stream, absolutely. Now from here, your best bet, you've got a few guys coming in, so come back here, just get in your safe spot. Of course, I just blew through like all my ammo on the boss, and you're going to have some fun guys coming. Now, this is where the big old captain gets to be a big pain in your rear end. That one! Who teleported so perfectly to dodge my grenade. Shirk. Now, this is where heavy ammo would be useful. And there you are. Surprised he's not unloading on me. Did I pop you in the head? Stagger. Stagger. And finish him. Alright, if he's down, the rest of the world gets a lot easier. He's your biggest annoyance of everything. And Radiance is up as well. Ha! Hi. How's it going? Come on, you jerk. Come at me, dude. I'm just far enough back to not be hittable. That works. Take off the vandal in the back over there so I don't have to worry about a sniper. These guys are coming though. More ammo as well. Everybody's getting ignited up. 8 minutes to go. As soon as these last few enemies are down, honestly, the boss goes down quick. So watch for the couple snipers. You'll have a few of them around. Once they're down, not too bad. Look for a few more of the stuff guys that'll be out in the middle. Really, once they're down, you don't even have as much to worry about because all you got to do is work on the boss. So if you can get him to show himself over here, like he is pretty much showing right now. So if I can stagger him there and then just start dumping that damage into him. Now he's going to slowly creep away, or he's going to be pretty aggressive. But again, snipers, pretty much the way to go if you've got anything high impact with triple tap. Whatever you got, if materials, of course, the one of choice, and we should be done. And that's a wrap. So it's pretty much not terrible, but it's just there's a few points where you can get caught off guard if you don't quite know what's coming.
Archon Priest is dead.
Looks like no exotics for me this week. But thank you guys for tuning in. Another gold medal bites the dust there. And yeah. Again, Destiny 2 stream will be on Thursday. I'll be covering that, analyzing it as much as I can. And then outside of that, yeah, I'll get the videos broken up of if there's certain things to know, what we're looking at, and I'll just break it down as much as I can for you guys. Other than that, but thank you guys for tuning in. The support's been awesome. Any of these Twitch bits have been crazy. Thank you, Johnny Ringo, and anybody else who has. And other than that, guys, thank you for supporting. Subscribe to the channel. I will keep the content coming your way. Destiny 2 is going to start flowing, so that is around the corner. And as always, I actually got a piece of gear as opposed to 3 of coins. Woo! But again, always drop that like if you guys did enjoy that video. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And I will keep the content coming your way. Thank you for all the support, and that is it. I am out. That's 2. Probably do one more in my Titan.